Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioseStation.
Yo, what's up, LumioseStation? You got PokeaimMD here, and today I'm coming at you with the UU battle versus Khris. I found him on my Twitter. I'm using a Trick Room team, which consists of Mega Camerupt, Dragalge, Diancie, Cresselia, Pangoro, and then I have a Scarf Mienshao just to be like the glue of the team, just in case I can't get up my Trick Room. That thing just plows through teams with high jump kicks. So I do lives, but I'm not used to doing live Wi-Fi battles, so bear with me if I suck, I don't know. But anyway, my opponent has Registeel, Porygon Z, Alakazam, Lucario, Crobat, and Beedrill. So he has like 5 offensive mons, or 4 offensive mons, a Defogger, and like a wall that just comes in. It's looking like Mega Camerupt puts in so much work versus his team. It actually gets kills on everything. If I can set up Trick Room, it shouldn't be too hard, even if his Crobat wants to taunt me. My Diancie is a mental herb, so I'm actually going to lead off with Diancie, just in case he wants to lead off with Crobat. That way I can either get up my rocks or choose to get up Trick Room turn 1. We'll see how that goes from there. Let me actually write down his team. Registeel, PZ, Zam, Lucario. Lucario can definitely be a threat. Alakazam as well, but I do have Scarf Mienshao, like I said, and Cresselia, which completely takes any hit. Crobat, and Beedrill. I think Beedrill is going to be annoying if I don't get a Trick Room. But again, Scarf Mienshao putting in work. I don't have Stone Edge though. I have Drain Punch. I run Dual Stab, Knockoff, and U-Turn just because I don't always want to rely on hitting high jump kick. And Drain Punch gets kills anyway, so we'll see how we do. Sorry, I just started having a little fun. But he leads off with Alakazam as I lead off with my Diancie. I'm pretty positive I can take any hit from this thing. They don't generally run Focus Blast in this tier, and it's neutral towards me anyway. Psychic will probably be better than Focus Blast anyway. So I'm going to go for my Stealth Rocks. I'm kind of expecting him to want to switch out actually into Registeel, because Registeel is basically a safe switch versus this thing, and it does threaten me with the Iron Head. So he does end up pulling the switch out into Registeel, as I do end up getting up my Stealth Rocks, and this is great. I actually don't want to stay in just yet, simply because well, one, I have my camera up. They don't really run Earthquake in UU anyway. So I am going to switch out to camera up, kind of expecting him to go for Stealth Rock, since this is the only Stealth Rocker on his team. And what I'm hoping to do is just Mega Evolve and basically get a kill with Sheer Force boosted Fire Blast. This thing 2-hit KOs Rotom Heat. It 2-hit KOs Resistances. That's crazy. So I'm expecting his Stealth Rocks right here, in all honesty, or even an Iron Head. Maybe if he wants to go for T-Wave, you know. No point in staying in. I actually want to save this Pokemon for Crobat specifically. If Crobat wants to try and taunt me, I can get up my Trick Room. Like I said, I do have a Mental Herb. So this is a pretty fun team. It was inspired on Showdown, where I saw one of my friends playing a Trick Room team that had Dragalge and Camerupt. He didn't have the other 4 Pokemon that I have. But basically, I want to use Dragalge because adaptability is released, and it's insanely powerful. So get the switch out into my shiny Mizuhime, my shiny Camerupt, as he does end up going right for the Iron Head. And this is perfect because, 1, they don't really run Earthquake, like I said. And 2, I can just Mega Evolve right here and go right for the Fire Blast, and something is going to die. I don't even know how well Registeel is going to take this. I am Quiet Nature, which is equivalent to Modest, so max special attack, except I get the speed drop as opposed to the attack drop. And I'm just expecting this to do a hell of a lot. Look at Camerupt's eyes. He's just chilling. He's like, yeah, I'm about to Mega Evolve. He's bumping to the beat. So he switches out. Whatever he switches out into is going to die, unless it's Alakazam and it has like a Focus Sash, which then again, it can't do much. So I'm going to be able to Mega Evolve. I am shiny, like if you guys didn't notice, and look how cool this thing looks. Shiny. It looks like a burnt up island. So I end up landing my Focus Blast. Whoops, no, Fire Blast on the incoming Porygon Z, and it, oh my god, it just dies. So that's one threat gone. He really didn't have anything that could come in on this thing, as he ends up going out to Beedrill. Interesting that he goes out to Beedrill. He probably has Drill Run. That's not really something I want to take at all. So I'm actually going to pull the switch into my Cresselia, because what Cresselia can do is dodge Drill Run. It can even take U-turns too, but I'm expecting him to go for Drill Run right here. I'm not expecting him to protect because he honestly has no reason to. So I'm going to go out into my Cresselia. If he does end up going for U-turn, that's a really good play on his part, predicting my switch. I'll be taking a hell of a lot of damage. But those stealth rocks are nice because they put him in range of a high jump kick, as he actually does end up protecting. So what I am going to do is just go for my Trick Room right here. If he wants to go for U-turn, that's fine. I'm expecting him to. If he wants to go for knockoff, I have a Cobra Berry, so that's not going to do too much. Either way, getting up this Trick Room is going to allow my my camera up to put in work. But he ends up going for the X Scissor, and that does so much damage to my Cresselia. Now, I actually want to try and save it because I have recovery in Moonlight, and if I can bring it in on Registeel before rocks, what I can do is go for Moonlight and then set up a Trick Room again, and then potentially pass a Lunar Dance to something. So I'm actually going to pull the switch out into my Mizahime, considering I do resist any hit that he might want to go for. It's still adaptability boosted, and the fact that he has Protect kind of sucks for me because he's stalling out turns. So he actually ends up pulling the switch out into most likely Registeel right here, probably fearing the Psychic Attack. Oh my god. Sorry, but this is amazing because now I get to fire off a full power Fire Blast, and he doesn't have a switch in. If I were him before switching out, I would have went for Protect. That way he could have stalled another turn, but to each their own. As what I can do is just fire off a full power Fire Blast. He does have Protect though, so that's stalling out another turn. I think I'm down to one more turn of Trick Room actually. Okay, Trick Room, that's the first turn. I switched out the second turn. Registeel, third turn. I think I'm down to one more. If not, this is the last turn. But he doesn't go for the double Protect. Unfortunately for my opponent, it fails as I can just smack him with a Fire Blast. Like I said, max special attack, and he eats that up. As I believe this is actually the final turn of Trick Room. If it's not, yep. Alright, so expecting him to actually try and Protect, I'm going to pull the switch out to Cresselia now, because this is going to be the only opportunity that I can basically Moonlight. And if he goes for Stealth Rocks, that's fine too. So he doesn't try and go for Protect, as what I can do is go for the Moonlight, and I'll be able to get up the Trick Room again, which is something that's going to be great for my team. I should be able to outspeed this Registeel, because Cresselia is not that slow, even without any speed IV's quiet nature. So I am able to get off this Moonlight, which is amazing for me, as he does going for the Iron Head, probably trying to knock me out before, but not going to work. As the fact that his Beedrill has X Scissor is actually kind of scary for me. Just the amount of damage he did was wow. U-turn would have done a lot less. It would have only brought me to about 75. My DS just flipped. Please don't break. I love you. I'm kind of expecting him to either Stealth Rock or switch to Beedrill, in all honesty. The fact that I still do have my Diancie in the back, which I just realized, is great because, or not Beedrill, but Crobat, but he does end up going out into Alakazam. Maybe he has Encore. Maybe he does have Encore, but anyway, what I can do is get off this Moonlight, and what I actually want to do is go for the Moonblast first before going for a Trick Room, just because I should be able to take 2 Shadow Balls unless he's Focus Sash, and I want to break a potential, unless he's Life Orb, sorry. I want to break a potential Sash, as he actually ends up going for Calm Mind, which is kind of scary. But either way, we know now that he is not Focus Sash, or if he is, I just broke it, which is honestly great, as I'm able to break any potential Focus Sash. So I also get a special attack drop, which is probably amazing for me. What I'm actually going to do is go for Trick Room, because it's time to get it up. I got that special attack drop, which is unfortunate for my opponent, and I will definitely be able to get up this Trick Room with ease. And Cresselia is still useful in tanking hits from Lucario and taking hits from basically anything. Now, what I'm going to do is pull the switch out into my Pangoro. It's kind of risky, especially based on the fact that he could go for Dazzling Gleam. But because I got the special attack drop, and Trick Room is so awesome in the fact that you sacrifice speed, but you get all the bulk. So my Pangoro is hella bulky. So either way, I'm going to pull that switch into Pangoro. If he wants to predict that, good play on my opponent's part. If he doesn't end up predicting that, I don't mind, because I get off a kill. And my phone is ringing, so he does predict that very nicely. Nice play on my opponent's part. Actually, it's going to knock me out because it's times 4. What the hell was I saying? Okay, I'm going to ignore this phone call from... Yeah, I'm going to ignore this phone call, sorry. Alright, good play on my opponent's part. Definitely. Actually, that was a really nice play on my opponent's part. I'm actually going to calc a Draco from my... I'll show you guys the calc right here. Why did I say that I would live that Dazzling Gleam? That was a noob moment on my part that I said I would live Dazzling Gleam. It's ×4 effective, and it was a good play on my opponent's part. I kind of wanted to go out to camera up because I definitely could have taken any hit too, but because I am full special, I wouldn't be able to knock it out. So I'm going to calc Dragalge's Life Orb adaptability boosted Draco Meteor versus Alakazam at +1. I'm positive I can actually knock it. It does have awesome Spadef though. Alright, Draco does 66 to 80%, which is not enough for me at all. 69 to 83, that is definitely not enough. I don't want to go out to Diancie and explode. I really don't, because I want to get off a Trick Room versus... I really want to get off a Trick Room versus the Crobat if needed. So... what I'm actually going to do is go for Moonblast just in case he wants to switch out. I really don't want to explode versus this thing. Yeah, that's annoying. That's so annoying. Probably could have Lunar Danced right there to get a free switch, but I just want to go for Moonblast just in case he wants to switch out into Registeel to predict my explosion. That's basically the play I want to make right here. Yeah, I don't want to go for Explosion because Registeel's like at 2 HP anyway, so... and... if anything, it puts him in range of any attack from any other mon of mine. He might be also fearing the Diamond Storm, which is good. That's kind of what I'm also banking on right here, as that would easily be able to knock out Alakazam right here. Alakazam doesn't have the best defenses, so he does end up switching out. I'm expecting Registeel to want to come in, as it's actually Lucario, so this is good. Because Lucario might get 2 KO'd by my Moonblast. I don't have that much special attack investment, and even if he has Bullet Punch, he won't be able to knock me out. So it looks to be a 2 KO. Bullet Punch will not be able to knock me out from full HP. I know this for a fact, just because my Diancie is running like max HP. As Iron Tail would be great, but Iron Tail, he won't be able to outspeed me anyway. Yeah, Bullet Punch does 78 to 94. Might be a little bit more because we're level 50, but either way, the roll's in my favor. He does end up revealing the BP. Like I said, it shouldn't be able to knock me out, as I do end up tanking it. He takes that Life Orb hit, which is great, because this is 100% going to knock him out. And the fact that Lucario is gone is one less Pokemon that I have to spam High Jump Kick versus, or not even, because I did have Drain Punch, but it's one less knockoff resistance that he has. So he has to go out to Beedrill right now. And what I really want to do is pull a switch out into... well, there's no point in me pulling a switch. There's really no point. I'm just going to go for Explosion on his Protect. Actually, nah, there's no point in me doing that. The only thing I will be able to do... like, if I switch out... okay, let's say he has... Drill Run. There's no point in me going out into my Dragalge. Yeah, basically, Diancie's kind of useless at this point, as I just start clicking knockoff with my Biensha afterwards. This will die. So what I am gonna do is just go for Moonblast. I don't want to explode on the Protect, and people are like, "Oh, you're exploded on the Protect." But yeah, either way, he's able to stall out my final turn of Trick Room right here, as I'm actually going to click Trick Room again just in case he doesn't end up attacking me for some reason. Might be a choke. Who knows? What I could have done, a bit ballsy play, was switch out into my Mienshao on the Protect, have Trick Room end, and then have my Choice Scarf after. But Mienshao is the safe play anyway right now, as I can just click knockoff. It'll knock out Alakazam, it'll knock out Beedrill, it'll knock out Registeel after Stealth Rock damage. It should, or at least 2 KO. And Crobat does not appreciate having its item gone. And if it is like a banded Crobat, if that's what he ends up going out into, it's great that I got rid of its item, just because it's most likely not packing Roost, so it won't be able to recover. And I have Pokemon like Dragalge, which can take a hit. It's looking like, though, look, I love the thing that Mienshao just does with its arms, like, you can't see me. Ooh. I should probably have answered that call. Pokemon greater than everything? Nope. No, stay in school, kids. I'm actually going to see who called me real quick. Who was it? It's my girl. And my sister. Anyway, right here, like I said, I do just go for the knockoff. I'm not sure what he wants to switch into. as he doesn't end up going out to Registeel. Knockoff will be able to 2-hit KO this thing, especially after Stealth Rocks, as or if it doesn't OHKO, of course, which Registeel does not end up eating up. So Beedrill is also really, really low, which is great, because if I do ever... Well, I'm never going to lock myself into a move that's not Knockoff, especially versus his team, but it's just good to know that he's that low. So what I am going to do is actually go out into my my Cresselia right here, because if he doesn't have Taunt, there's nothing stopping me from going for Trick Room. There's nothing at all stopping me from going for Trick Room. He shouldn't be able to 2-hit KO me unless he's a Bandit variant. We'll actually find out right here what type of variant this Crobat is. And if he is Banded, he won't be able to knock out Dragalge either way. It looks like a Life Orb or a Banded variant. I'm thinking Banded just based on that damage. But either way, I'm just going to go for Moonblast, or Trick Room, sorry. I clicked Trick Room, I made my best play just in case he choked. That's what you should always do, basically, in this situation. But now, what I can do is go out to my Dragalge. I want to go out into my Camerupt, because I know I'll eat this up anyway, so no point in not going out to Camerupt. And what I can do is I'll eat up his hit. If he wants to switch out, that's fine too. I have Flamethrower as an accurate. I have Fire Blast and Flamethrower, because you don't always need the extra power. Both of them will 2-hit KO a lot, and I need Fire Blast if I need a specific kill, but Flamethrower is just the accurate option. And basically, if he does crit me and knock me out, either way, he's in knockoff range from Mienshao. So Mienshao is kind of just going to be able to clean up right here if Camerupt does end up going down, which it does survive at 11 HP like I was expecting. And at this point, I can just go for Flamethrowers. Even if he has Sub-Calm Mind on his Alakazam, this Pokemon will always be able to break the sub. So he goes out into the Alakazam right now, and what I'm going to do is just click my Flamethrower again. I could also click Yawn. I have Yawn on this thing. It's pretty cool. But he ends up going right for Psyshock. And what I'm gonna actually do is I don't want to risk him being like a Cobra Berry. As weird as that sounds, I don't want to risk him being a Cobra Berry Alakazam and living the knockoff. I don't know if that would actually be able to live it. I'm gonna calc it real quick, because Cobra Berry, if you didn't know, gets rid of the it just buffers dark type attacks. So, and like I said, I have a Cobra Berry on my yeah, he could live if he was Cobra Berry. So I'm actually going to go for U-Turn, which is the safer play, the smarter play right there, as it would also be able to knock out the Alakazam, and it gets me a free switch into my Dragalge. Either way, Mienshao cleans up this game, so either way it was fine by me, as I will be able to go out to my Dragalge, and I'm pretty sure I can live any hit from Beedrill, even if he does have Drill Run, just because, like I said, Trick Room, you sacrifice speed for bulk. So most of my Pokemon in the Trick Room have max HP. Yeah, they basically have max HP except for like my Mienshao, obviously. So Beedrill ends up coming out. It is his last, and I can just click Dragon Pulse to knock this thing out. Or I can be real and click Draco, or I can also click Focus Blast. They will all, I'm pretty sure they all knock it out at that range of HP. But just gonna go for a safe Dragon Pulse, as he does end up having Drill Run. I think he might be adamant just based on the damage he did to Cresselia, but I do not end up surviving that, as it was a crit. Okay, I'm pretty sure I could have survived that outside of the crit, but it doesn't matter anyway. If I'm real, I go for high jump kick, even though he's gonna have to protect. He's gonna try and protect, and then I go for it again and banking it off the miss. Nah, there's no point in that. I'm just gonna knock him out with knockoff, and that's gonna be a good game. So yeah, close 1-0. Good game, dude. Guys, leave a like if you enjoyed. Feel free to check out my channel. It should be in the description. And until next time, later.